It's time for Busking Q&A. I recently got asked, what's with the music stand? And that's fair enough, because I know not everyone uses a music stand. Some people might have the unbelievable ability to remember 50 songs in their head, chords and lyrics. I have no idea how they do it, and I'm not one of them. I can't remember the lyrics to my own songs. What do we do about that? Introducing the solution. A good old-fashioned folder. This thing is a lifesaver. It really is. If I didn't use a music stand, I wouldn't be able to remember half the songs that I can. So, for me, I think it's fine. I also have ADHD. There's no chance I'm remembering all those songs. Let me show you how I write my songs out in a way that suits my brain. This is actually a really good example. Valerie. Let's take a look. The ideal scenario is that a song fits on one page so that you've got two every time you turn a page, especially when you're gigging and you're running songs one into the other. A lot of times songs will repeat themselves. So this for me is a perfect way to do it. So I know when I come down here, I get to the chorus, it's green, cool. Come back here, it's the verse, it's pink, it's orange, It makes it really easy to jump around. Happy days. I guess the other thing to note here is that when you look at like Ultimate Guitar or something like that, you'll often see the chords above each line. There's no space for that when you're trying to fit everything on a page. So I've always just done the chords that live in that line at the end of the bar, because that's what your eyes glance across that and then across the words. And as far as the actual music stands, I've got two. I've got the world's cheapest one off Amazon, less than 20 quid, maybe 16 quid, something like that. The benefit to this one is that it folds down into two bits. It's dead quick and easy to set up. And it's got this stand. Now this is how cheap it is. All of these have broken. Every single one of them, even that one. So they're all just taped in place. I can't put it down. So this is the one I use for busking because it packs down. This bit packs down into this handy little case, which I can also use to put stuff in, other bits and bobs. Like I'll put me clips and my little sandbag weights that I use to keep all my stands steady in the wind. I'll use them in that little bag. This thing just slots straight on the trolley. Job's a good one. I recently got a second music stand given to me by my dad, which is this, which is awesome, very sturdy, but it doesn't pack down, not as ideal. It's pretty heavy as well for busking, and then just a pretty heavy duty stand. So currently I use this one for gigging and I use the other one for busking. I'm hoping by not using this broken one too much, I'll get a bit more life out of it. Who knows? But the important thing to remember here is that it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. I think people resonate with music, and I think however you get that out is however you get that out. I've never had anyone say anything negative about me using a music stand. It would be nice to be able to remember 100 songs, but it's just not happening. So you've got to be realistic and you've got to find what works for you. And that might be different from what works for the next guy. So my advice, find what works for you, because that's what's going to work. Doesn't matter. Use a music stand, don't use a music stand. Handwrite your songs, don't handwrite your songs. Use an iPad, whatever you want. But I will leave you on one point about handwriting songs rather than using an iPad. You're not relying on technology, batteries and Wi-Fi. All of those things fail all the time. This never fails. The real value in handwriting songs is that it forces you to actively absorb every word of the song. So you're having to go through every word, every chord. And I really genuinely think it helps you learn the song better. That's just me. I'm a fan of handwriting things out. I think it commits things to your brain a little bit better. Whenever I'm performing music in any capacity, whether it's busking or gigging, I don't want my brain to have to do any extra steps. I want to leave it as free to be in like a flow state as possible. When I can see a song in my handwriting, with my color codes in. That's how my brain wants to see it. So all I'm trying to do is minimize opportunity for failure, make it as easy as possible to succeed. And for me, that means using a folder. And until it becomes a problem, then it's not a problem. When I was thinking about starting Busking, I had so many questions and I didn't really find the answers to those questions very easily. And that's why I'm doing this little mini series of Busking Q&A. So if you've got any questions, no matter how ridiculous they may seem, just leave them in the comments and I'll get to them as and when I can. If it's useful, give it a like and I will see you on the next one. Nice one. See you later.